cool off.
Thank goodness.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We search forgotten places, we search abandoned outposts, we search planets that have been battle ravaged. Now to some of you this may look like a lot of old junk, so I need to clarify. To build this. Lightsaber. The lightsaber has been wielded by some of our greatest heroes. Some of our darkest enemies. It's elegant and enigmatic. Building the lightsaber, it's an art. The saber is a reflection of its builder with the force flowing between them. Today, we will feel that connection. The color of the crystal determines the color of the blade. Now you may know these from some of the greatest Jedi heroes in history. Blue has been wielded by the great master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Green, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano. This one's rare. This one's beautiful. Like the one wielded by Mace Windu. Red has been called the color of power. Crystal of Darth Maul, Asajj Ventress, Darth Vader, now Kylo Ren. However, these are stories of the past. We're not here for the past. It's time to move forward. All right, it's time for you to choose your crystal. So for just a little bit, let's close our eyes and go inside of our mind's eye.
Each other. There's going to be a spring on the top you can push up against and slide. Oh, you guys got it, okay?
I got it.
Together. And we're going to place that blue on top of that. Squeeze together. Push that piece toward the center and twist until it's on nice and tight from both sides. So watch your arm, my friend, okay?
Yeah.
To go on the very top. We need pommel cap in section 4 to go on the very bottom. We're just going to twist them on there like normal.
That's the vibe.
Once you guys have that final piece on there, go ahead and place it in that saddle at the front of your station for me. Pick that pommel cap, my friends.
Kind of like this. Yeah, it's crazy. It's hefty. A little bit of Fallen Order, a little bit of Luke Skywalker. Right? Yeah.
What is this?
Many parts there were. Now, join they are. Yes, lightsaber. It begins. It is time. Your journey.
Master Yoda. Alright. It is time to take our first step. The bond between Builder and Saber is about to be forged. In a moment, I'll have you step forward. You place your hand on the switch. Together we activate. Builders, step forward. Place your hand on the switch. Now take a breath. And activate! Now, Builders, raise your lightsabers. You did it. You built a lightsaber. Like the Sith. Like the Jedi that came before you. Like them, you too could change the galaxy. It only takes a spark. Please deactivate.
Complete your lightsaber is. Light you way it can, but lead you it cannot. Your journey, you both begin. May the Force be with you.
What? Hold it. Hold it. Hold it!
So yeah, something was wrong with my lightsaber. As you can see here, I tried to ignite it and it just wasn't working for a couple seconds there. Then it started igniting. I was a little concerned, I was a little worried, as you can see here, but thankfully one of the cast members took me aside. They said, hey, come back after and we'll get it fixed for you. I did, and then they took it out and then they fixed it for me, saying that sometimes the actual hilt itself and the emitters aren't compatible with each other, and sometimes that can lead to it not working. So they replaced everything for me and it was awesome. And for the wait time and the inconvenience, they let me choose another crystal for free, which was awesome. I also got this for free because they messed up and they had to make me wait for something, so I got this for free. And then this yellow one I bought, and this white one. 11 countries, I only ended up being able to eat something from 7. I went to Mexico first and I had the barbacoa empanadas, and man, those were so good. I can't believe it, honestly. Maybe it was because I didn't have anything to eat up until that point in the day, but still, fantastic. 9 out of 10. Next, I went to Norway and I had the school bread. That was really good. Strange flavor at first, but eventually I got used to it. It was nice and sweet in the center. I like that one. 7 out of 10. Next, China. I had the pork egg rolls, and those were really good, let me tell you. 8 out of 10. Back to the USA, giant turkey leg. Oh, that was so good. You can't go wrong with a giant turkey leg. 9 out of 10. Fantastic. Next, the UK. I had the fish and chips, and man, those were so disappointing. The fish was dry and the batter was disgusting and the chips were just terrible. 3 out of 10. One of the worst things I had there, but it wasn't as bad as number 6, Canada, the poutine. You can tell I was so excited because that was the food that I wanted to eat the most out of all of these, and it turned out so bad. I think they burned the gravy or something because it just ruined the whole thing. Like, the cheese curds were great, the fries were great, just the gravy messed it up so bad. I could barely eat it. 2 out of 10. Lastly, the last country I ate from was France, and I had the ham and cheese quiche, which was actually really good. Just the people working there, I mean, it was late, but they were kind of rude, which kind of made me mad, but it was fine. Anyway, I digress. 6 out of 10. And sadly, I missed Germany, Italy, Morocco, and Japan. But next time I head to Epcot, I gotta start with those ones, just so I can make up for missing them this time.